This may be one of the most exciting and feared villains you would encounter in an anime of 2025, besides the Crunchyroll Awards itself. A true villain that will tickle your amygdala, bedazzle your temporal lobe, and mind bang you so hard that you would even betray your closest allies. The villain's name is Usui Naoshi, the MC mom's ex and distant uncle, villain of My Happy Marriage Season 2. It's a shoujo that one would expect from a romance that builds up for the perfect body heat moment, but one where surprising tension builds into. As we peel back the layers to his character, you might say it comes down simply to tragedy, circumstances, and sucking your blood. It is the art of the storytelling that front-loaded all of the menacing qualities that makes Naoshi such a good villain, while the last few episodes flesh out the depth of his character. A villain isn't a good villain unless he's truly menacing. He is cunning and actually an extremely intelligent character, having the whole empire on edge the entire arc. Naoshi isn't just a character that pretends to be smart, where it sometimes insults your intelligence. He literally wins with his brains. Literally and figuratively. I guess a brain bedazzler would do that to you. In the very first episode of Season 2, he is but a mere bucket hat wearing tease for what crazy unraveling would come later. So further down the road, as he reveals himself in front of Saimori Mio, our MC, the blonde-headed fiance, Kudo Kyoka, and cousin NTR, he has all three rattled. It was in this moment of putting all three on edge that really set the stage for how helpless and dire it felt facing a man where you see him and now you don't. His ability to mind manipulate, lead an entire cult, and build a legitimate revolution based on corruption and equality makes him the perfect puppet master to take over an entire empire. It's the abilities like making your amygdala go so crazy and drown you in complete darkness. Then make your prefrontal cortex put two and two together that never existed. That's a mind bedazzler if I ever saw one. Even our MC, who can sometimes see the future, couldn't stop him. As the plot unfolds, Naoshi was able to get Kyoka and cousin NTR to follow into a dead end while he takes on a misogynistic Mukadeyama, a bunch of NPCs, and the backstabbing bestie. All the while, the MC stands in the back, almost helpless. Our villain got the boys to electrocute and stab themselves, and then engulf Mukadeyama in fear as he stabbed him. It was here we got 2 rounds of some of the best action from the enemy against Kaoruko, as we find out that Naoshi isn't just all brain power, he is adept at hand-to-hand, clean-to-clank combat as the bestie tries to right her wrongs from being brain bedazzled. But it was just too much. If it wasn't for plot armor and the MC's man coming back just in time to save the day, this is by far the biggest dub I have seen a villain take in a long while. From just a basic villain standpoint, this was enough sinister energy that would ruffle up the audience, to cause mayhem and incite fear. From intellect to leading a revolution based on diagnosing the problems with society, like equality of knowledge and providing equality of power with the side effect of demon. It is easy to find an audience that can get behind his cause, but it was the layers of depth to his personal backstory that tied everything in, and that happened mostly towards the end of the season. The Usuba family is a long-standing and isolated family, only meant to do the Empire's bidding to protect it, due to their all-powerful ability to mind manipulate that is passed down through their bloodline. That kind of ability needs to be isolated. As we can see throughout the season how powerful an Usuba is. It is the Usuba family's head's duty to help essentially control when the Dream Sight Maiden is born. Thus, cousin NTR is the new head of the family. When it comes to Naoshi's backstory, his romantic situation adds to the complexity of his character. Usui is from a branch of the Usuba family, but it was when he was just a child. Naoshi experienced extreme trauma as he yeeted the people that yeeted his parents in cold blood. The Usuba family ended up adopting Naoshi into their side of the family, and that is where Mio's mother plays the important role of the romantic interest. Mio's mother was originally Usuba Sumi and was hopeful that she could become the Dream Sight Maiden. Not to necessarily serve the empire, but to help set her family free from being isolated from the rest of the world. The only friends and romance you get would be within the lineage. Yikes. Long story short, she sucks Naoshi's bloody finger, they fall in love. She doesn't acquire the Dream Sight Maiden powers, and then the empire NTRs Naoshi by forcing Sumi to marry into the Saimori family due to some debt problems. While Sumi had dreams to set the Usuba family free from the shackles of the empire, she soon shifted her focus on just being a mother to Mio before she passed away. However, this didn't stop Naoshi, as he kept that dream alive by basically starting a revolution with the MC being installed as their new leader. This is what leads him to easily level with Cousin NTR, because Naoshi was in his exact situation, and so he gets Cousin NTR to join his side, using a relatability factor that only a fellow Usuba family member would understand, like having their only chance for a love life to be their cousin, Saimori Mio. NTR can make a man go crazy, ain't that right, Cousin NTR? The first 6 episodes of My Happy Marriage is probably the best stretch of an anime I've seen in a long time, and Naoshi's character 100% elevates the story and rounds it out as a whole, as a big part of the story is the romance between Kyoka and Mio. And if you love action, we really got a special episode where the action was just amazing, because Naoshi knifed the dude, got the bestie to rat out everyone, and almost kidnapped Mio. And although he ultimately failed in getting Mio to switch sides, he embarrassed the supposed good guys in a satisfyingly villainous way. By the season's end, it may have felt rushed, and maybe the backstory itself isn't as satisfying as it could be, but everything before that in the action more than justifies the My Happy Marriage Season 2 as a good recommendation to some people that wouldn't otherwise give it a chance. So, do you guys think Naoshi Usui is a great villain that can gaslight you into oblivion? Given how great the setup was, with the Gifted Communion cult slowly being unveiled, the tense feeling of fear within the plot, and how well his abilities were utilized with the brain bedazzling, I think he might end up being at least one of the best villains of 2025. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this villain. And do me a favor guys, hit the like button if you enjoy good villains. And subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. Check out my blog at otakus.com. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.